مرحبا بكم يا أصدقائي. In today's lesson, we are going to learn how and when to use the subjunctive in Arabic, الزمن المنصوب. However, before we get started, if you enjoy these videos and you would like to see more of them, then please hit subscribe now, as it really helps the channel grow. شكرا. Okay, let's start. لنبدأ. Let's start by establishing when do we use the subjunctive. Just like in French or Spanish or other languages, we use the subjunctive to express desire, so with verbs such as arada and wadda, which mean to want, or raghiba fi, which means to desire, to express like or preference. Ahaba is to like, faddala is to prefer, kariha is to hate. To express intention, nawa or i'tazama, they both mean to intend. To express necessity, mina ضروري an, which translates to it is necessary that. To express hope, amala, raja, tamana, they all mean to hope. To express possibility, min الممكن an, it is possible that. With specific time expressions, قبل an, or with certain words which mean in order to or so that, when placed before a verb such as likay, hatta, and li. If these are placed before a verb, giving the sense of so that or in order to, then the verb must be in the subjunctive. Now we're going to see a few of these in more detail today, but I don't want to overwhelm you with information. Let's move on to the conjugation of verbs in the subjunctive. So, this is the verb ذهب conjugated in the subjunctive. Now the first thing to notice about the subjunctive is that there are no noons. The noons have been cut off. Just like in the jussive, which we saw in the previous video, the noons have been removed from the enti, so it's not تذهبين, it's تذهبي. And from the humma, not يذهبان, but يذهبا. And the noon for the antum and the hum have been replaced with an alif, which is silent. The noon has not been removed from the antunna or the hunna. That's the first thing to note about the subjunctive. The second important thing to notice is that the vowel at the end of the verb is a fatha. In the nominative, it is a dhamma, u sound. In the jussive, after the lam, it is a sukun. But in the subjunctive, it is a fatha. So, ana adhaba, tadhaba. Not adhabu, adhaba. Now, let's find out a little bit more about an. So, here we have an. And yet we also saw in the previous video, anna, أظن anna, I think that. So what's the difference? Well, they both mean that. However, they are used in different contexts. We use an, let's go back, when we're using a verb to express desire, like, intention, necessity, etc. So any verb that is expressing any of these things is going to need an. And an triggers the subjunctive. So whenever you see an, you know that the verb after an is going to be in the subjunctive. Another difference between anna and an is that with an, you cannot attach suffixes to it. We saw with anna, you can say annani, annaka, annaki, annahu. You cannot do that with an. It's just an, and it stays there. Let's see an example. أريد أن أذهب إلى المتجر. I want to go to the shop, or more literally, I want that and I go to the shop. And the verb is in the subjunctive because of the an. Okay? I want that I go, or I want to go. Another example. هو يود أن يرقص معها. He wants to dance with her. Or quite literally, he wants. وَدَّ يَوَدُّ is to want. He wants that he dances with her. And obviously the verb is in the subjunctive after the an. So it's got the fatha. هي تحب أن تسافر خلال الصيف. She likes that she travels. She likes to travel, or she likes that she travels. Verb in the subjunctive afterwards, fatha, because of the an. أنا أنوي أن أجئ معك إلى مصر. I intend to come with you, or I intend, أنوي, that I come with you to Egypt. من الضروري أن أجد مفاتحي. من الضروري أن أجد مفاتحي. So it is necessary that I find, or I must find. But quite literally, ضروري means necessary. So from the necessary that I find, or it is necessary that, and then I find in the subjunctive because of the an. And مفاتح is keys, plural of miftah, which is a key. That's all for today. We will see more examples and when to use the subjunctive in the next video, part 2. I hope you enjoyed this video. Any questions, put them in the comments, like and subscribe. شكرا جزيلا وإلى اللقاء.